I want you to share some of your major accomplishments and tell us also in a broader sense about yourself.
One of the exercises in the beginning of the LEAP process, the letter L, learn, is this exercise of coming out with a list of all the things, and here's how we put it, all the things that you are exceptionally good at that make you or your company money. And we mean exceptional. And so that could include a list of things. Of course, there's a list of things that you're not good at. That's easy to put together. But the list of things that you're good at, that you're exceptional at, means you're better at than most other people you know. So all of a sudden you say, well, I am very good at this, but Joe's also really good at it. So you're not exceptional anymore. So when you end up with that list, and I think it takes a lifetime of trying and a lifetime of failing to refine that list. Because one of the beauties of failing is you learn you're not as good at this as you thought you were, and you have to get better. I came down with two things that I was particularly good at, that I was exceptional at. One of them is asking questions, like you're doing a wonderful job today. So I'm a great question asker. I can tell you the story about how I learned that I was a great question asker. I was working with a team of people, and we were working on a team building day. And there was an exercise where, 4 of us faced 4 of us, and we kind of rotated around, and each person told the other what they were especially good at. And by the time I went through this exercise, so 4 of my colleagues told me what they thought I was especially good at. 3 of them had said asking questions. I tell you that never in my life up to that point had I ever even given any thought to that. And then when 3 of my 4 trusted colleagues said, you're really good at asking questions, I, for the first time in my life, thought about it. And that was maybe 8 years ago. So I've spent the last 8 years trying to figure out how I build a business around asking questions. And I have a business now, and you've been to some of our events where the primary product is a session where we get to speak to someone who's very successful, and we get to ask them questions. And I'm usually the lead question asker. Other people join in. So I've built a business around asking questions. And I consider the discovery of that about 8 years ago to the fact that I've built a business around it now to be one of my great accomplishments. And the second great accomplishment, I think, for myself is the second thing I think I'm especially good at, which is I'm good at getting people to pay me to learn. See, most people pay you pay tuition to learn, and I like that business model, being in it myself. But I'm very good at getting other people to pay me to learn. So what that means is I've sold 3 book contracts to major publishing houses when I didn't really know much about the topic, but I was very interested in the topic, and they paid me, and I went about learning it. So I guess my reward system is such that I'm willing to do things that I don't know how to do, so long as you're paying me to do it. So being paid to learn, as I'm now in my 3rd book, and it's taken me about 13, 14 years to write all those books. I've got the things I'm good at, I've built business opportunities around them, and now, like every other entrepreneur, I want them to be bigger, I want them to scale, I'm growing people around me who can help me do them. So, I've been an entrepreneur literally since I was a teenager, but it wasn't until my mid-30s that I started to get some focus to my compass, and I would say now that I'm in my early 40s, the focus is just getting stronger. And I couldn't be more enthusiastic about the next 20 years because it took me 20 years to just really get into the right direction. And now I've got 20 years to sort of make the most of it.